Hello all. Now I am going to discuss about derivative mode, rate mode or anticipatory controller. In the last session we have discussed about integral controller. In the earlier sessions we have discussed about automatic control system components and proportional controller, integral controller. Now I am going to discuss about anticipatory controller or derivative mode controller. So here, what are the advantages and disadvantages we are having in proportional and integral mode are in the integral controller ESS, the steady state error is 0, but the transient response is very slow. It responds to the input in a slow manner. The transient response is very slow in integral controller, but the steady state error will be 0. Next, if we consider the proportional controller, there it has steady state error, but it responds to the input in a speed manner. The transient response is very high in proportional mode. So we will see what will happen in the derivative mode or rate mode or anticipatory controller. Okay, so here in derivative mode, the controller output is directly proportional to the dE by dt, rate of change of error. That's why it is a derivative mode. Okay, so if I remove the proportionality constant, I can write it as kd into dE by dt. So here kd is nothing but rate constant. So in Laplace transformation, it can be written as, if we are having the differentiation whose Laplace transformation will be equals to s into E of s. If I am having the integration here, E of s by s I will get. Okay. So this can be represented in a block diagrammatic point of view like this. Okay, so as we know that in a integral controller we are having the reset time, so we'll do the analysis by considering in terms of times. So in the integral controller we did the analysis by considering reset time ti instead of ki. Here also, like the integral controller, we have to define one more time here, that is known as rate time, that is represented as TD. So here TD is directly proportional, it is equal to the KD. Instead of this proportional constants, I can write times. Okay, there I have replaced Ti with the 1 by Ki. Here in integral controller, here in derivative mode or rate mode, I am replacing the KD, the rate constant, with the TD. That is derivative mode time, that is rate time. So here this equation can be written as P is equal to, this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. From equation 1, KD is represented with TD into dE by dt, and from equation 2, P of s is equals to TD into s into E of s. And in diagrammatic point of view, this can be represented this can be written as like this. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to draw the automatic control system, and the controller we are having is the derivative mode controller or anticipatory controller. Okay, this is the set point input. This is E, output is P, and what is TDS from this? Okay, we are always uh, consider, or we have to do the analysis of controllers by considering the times TD into S, not the constants. Okay, so input is E, output is P, and the block is TDS, and this is G1 of S. and this is G2 of S, and this is a plant, actual plant, and this is controller, and here it is disturbance, QI. Okay, so now I have to do the analysis like what is a transient response and what is a steady state response for the controller, for the automatic control system, and which is having the controller rate mode controller or derivative mode controller. Okay, so first what we are doing, we are always giving the step input. Okay, step input which is having the magnitude A as a error at a time t is equal to t1 it is occurring. Okay, then what is the output we will see. Okay, if a step input is given for the controller, for the automatic control system which is having the controller rate mode controller, then what is the output? So actually P is equals to TD into dE by dt. So here error E is nothing but step signal having the magnitude A. Error signal is equal to step signal having magnitude capital A. Okay, now it is a unit, not unit, it is a step signal having the magnitude A. It is constant input. So if I do the derivation for the constant, I'll get 0. So here P is equal to 0. So for the sudden change in input, what is the output I am getting? The output I am getting is 0. So what it means? It means for sudden change in input, the output is 0. That is, the rate mode controller is not responding to the sudden changes or step changes. So if the step input is given as an input, if we do the derivation for the constant, we'll get 0. So the rate mode controller is not responding to the sudden changes or step changes. So if I change the input, as a ramp signal or proportional input, so for the ramp signal I will get the step signal. So for example here we know that P is equals to TD into d by dt of error signal. Error signal I am considering it as A into T. So if I do the differentiation for this one, I will get TD into differentiation of A into T, I will get only A. So A is nothing but a constant signal. Constant signal is nothing but it is a step signal which is having the magnitude A. So if I give the input as a ramp signal, I will get a step signal. So what it means? If the ramp input is suddenly raising, the output is, what I am getting the output is nothing but sudden change in input. Here the input is not at all started actually, but the output is suddenly raised, and after that it is maintaining constant. So here if the input is gradually rising, then the controller is going to start suddenly even before the error has occurred. So it is starting the output. It is expecting the output. It is anticipating the output. That is, before giving the input, it is raising the output. So that's why it is known as anticipatory controller. Okay. Next I want to consider the input as a sinusoidal signal. So if I consider the input as sinusoidal signal, then P is equals to TD into d by dt of sin omega t. Okay. So what is the differentiation of sin theta? So P is equals to TD into d by dt of sin omega t. So what is the differentiation of sin theta? It is cos theta, and again differentiation of omega into t is nothing but omega. So it can be written as cos omega t. If I want to write in terms of sin, omega td into sin omega t plus pi by 2. Okay, so here If I give the input as a sine theta, I will get the output, but which is having the angle plus pi by 2. It is nothing but it is leading the output. Leading is nothing but even before giving the input, it is raising the output. Okay. So here I want to calculate the steady state error. What is the formula of steady state error? Limit s tends to 0, s into g1 of s into qa of s divided by 1 plus g1 g2. So here limit s tends to 0, s into what is g1 of s? g1 of s, here I am considering the input as a ramp signal, because for the unit step signal I will get the output 0, but for the input ramp signal, that is r of t is equal to a into t. Then what is r of s? R of s will be, means the Laplace transformation of a time domain signal, I will get a by s square. So here g1 of s is nothing but a by s square. And what is qi of s? It is qi of s. And what is g1? So it is g2. So g2 is nothing but a plant. It is having the transfer function 1 by 1 plus ts divided by g1 plus g1 into g2. What is g2 here? g1 is nothing but td into s. g2 is nothing but 1 by 1 plus ts. So 1 by 1 plus ts into td into s. Okay. So here we have to do the simplification. I will get a by s into 1 by 1 plus ts divided by 1 plus td into s divided by 1 plus ts. So limit s tends to 0, a by s into 1 plus ts divided by 1 plus ts plus td into s divided by 1 plus ts. So here denominator I am having 1 plus ts, 1 plus ts. Next limit s tends to 0, a by s into 1 plus ts plus td into s. So if I substitute s is equal to 0, here I will get something by 0 will get infinity. So here steady state error is equal to infinity. So in the integral mode controller, the steady state error is equal to 0, but the transient response is very slow. There it is having the advantage of steady state error, that is equal to 0, and the transient response is very slow, means it is responding to the input in a slow manner. That is a disadvantage in integral controller. But what is the advantage and disadvantage in a proportional mode? Not proportional mode, derivative mode. So here what is the disadvantage is the steady state error is equal to infinity. The steady state response we are not getting properly. But what about the transient response? Here the conclusion about transient response is, if I give the input as a step signal, I will get 0. It is not responding to the sudden changes. But if I give the ramp signal, that is if the input is slowly raising, I will get the output sudden raise. That is, even before the error has occurred, it is responding to the input and suddenly it is raising. That's why it is known as anticipatory controller. Okay. So here anticipatory nature will result in large amount of instability. This anticipatory nature will result in instability of a system. So compared to proportional and integral model controller, this derivative mode or rate mode controller is not a preferable. Okay. So this is about the derivative mode controller.